Welcome to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you like, give us your thumbs up, and continue to share. El-Rufai dismisses claims of opposing Tinubu, says he is moved on. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai on Monday dismissed claims that he failed to support President Bola Tinubu during the 2023 presidential election, stating that he has moved on from such allegations. Tinubu, backed by the All Progressive Congress, won the election against the main opposition candidates Atiku Abubakar of the PDP, People's Democratic Party, and Peter Obi of the Labour Party. El-Rufai, a key APC chieftain, has been at the center of political discussions, recently asserting that his views on governance will remain unchanged regardless of his role in the Tinubu-led administration. On Sunday, an ex-user Yusuf Tukur, tweeting as #RealYusufTukur, claimed that Tinubu and his allies had actively sought El-Rufai's support before the election but later accused him of not backing the president when they were desperately seeking El-Rufai's support. #OfficialBat #OfficialBat and his goons were everywhere singing Malam's praises, giving their penchant for ingratitude. However, they've turned around to claim that Malam didn't even support PBAT, but these testimonies say otherwise, the tweet read. In response, El-Rufai stated via his X handle that he had no personal expectation from his political actions, adding that the unfolding events was simply a reflection of human nature. We did what we did for God, country, and the party, expecting nothing in return. What is unfolding is merely another life experience and part of human nature. We have moved on, but their consciences won't let them sleep well. Thanks anyway, he wrote. Further clarifying his stance on governance, El-Rufai had said he does not subscribe to political pretense, likening certain politicians to actors. Truly, I don't know how to pretend. Being a Nollywood actor in governance is for some others, not for some of us, he remarked. Well, the issue of former governor Nasiru El-Rufai, that's the former governor of Kaduna State, has been in the front burner in these recent days, especially because of the plan towards the 2027 election and also the claim of marginalizing the North or not carrying the North along in this current present administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And there has been back and forth on the issue. Yes, many back and forth on the issue concerning the 2027 election. If we can trace this thing back to the time El-Rufai was to be screened by the National Assembly for ministerial position, a lot of petition came up that opposed his appointment. And to a large extent, I felt that probably Nigerians or maybe his own political enemy are too many to an extent that the president couldn't even sail through for him to be a ministerial appointee and a nominee such that the whole House of Assembly couldn't ratify him. They had to listen to the masses and the petition written by the people, also knowing fully well that probably El-Rufai has some political enemies even within the same house that are supposed to ratify his ministerial appointment. And after that level, it seems as if the president couldn't help him, and I felt that it also seemed the president did not even compensate him with something else. If we backtrack again, we remember before the president contested for election, there is a particular program that was held in Kaduna State that the president had to attend, and El-Rufai was saying when he finishes his tenure as the governor, he's going to travel out of the country, retire, and go and do his PhD, that he wants to answer politics. It was in that same Kaduna State conference that the president singularly said Nasiru must support, that he is not going to sit down until Nasiru agrees to stay and then go along with him in the political journey throughout. And Nasiru was around until the winner of the election emerged, which happens to be the current president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who incidentally came from the party, the APC that Nasiru El-Rufai belongs to. Now, with that, we can see there's a background to the reason why El-Rufai is making probably some of his funny statement that he's making in the recent days, as a result of the singular fact that he was planning to lay low and retire quietly before this current president decided to call him forth to still come and work actively with him. But at the junction of making him a minister, the members of the parliament rejected him. And also, as expected by politicians, is expecting that, oh, if the politicians in the house decide not to accept him, the president in his own goodwill should be able to use his weight to bring something on the table for El-Rufai that might not necessarily require House of Assembly's ratification. But then, maybe because he was once a minister and then a federal capital minister, territory minister, and also a governor, probably the president couldn't see anything that would be worthwhile to give to him by the reason of his stature and his caliber, that is his weight in politics and his experience of the resume. Me, but we couldn't say. But all things being equal, politics is a win and lose situation. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's a give and take situation. Now, if you look at it from that point of view, we will have said Nasir El-Rufai has no right to begin to criticize his party in court now openly if there is nothing underneath the water that is fueling this unnecessary charge against his party. Also, he has every right to also call his party out in secret by visiting the president, raising issues with him, and letting the president say some things. And then probably if the president now didn't listen to the voice of reasoning or refuse to put on his own thinking cap, Nasir El-Rufai can decide to jump the boat. But in this regard, he is not jumping the boat. I think he is trying to take the same route that Wike took in PDP, staying within the party, digging a lot of holes and punching a lot of also weaknesses, and making sure that the boat sinks when it comes to 2027 election. Probably, we don't know his plan, but he has made some tweets and expressed himself saying that the same thing that made former Goodluck Jonathan Ebele to lose in 2015 is his attitude, not his appointment, not the work he's doing, but his attitude. But probably is accusing this current president again that the attitude of his followership, his rank and file, his boys working with him and for him might probably happen to be the same attitude that was seen in Goodluck Ebele Jonathan that made him to lose out. So everything El-Rufai is currently saying is geared towards the northern influence, or what is the need for the north, and we're giving our fingers crossed to see what's going to happen in 2027 election. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel.